As a marketing manager or a lead generation expert in the insurance industry, you are undoubtedly all too familiar with the challenge of generating qualified leads. And chances are, your website is the primary gateway for you to gain potential clients. However, simply driving traffic isn't enough. What you need is a strategy to guide these visitors throughout a sales funnel and convert them into leads. In his book 100 Million Leads, Alex Hormozi examines who actually is a lead and who is a qualified lead. Is a lead somebody who clicks your ad, sees your content, DMs you? Who actually qualifies as a lead? A lead is simply a person that you can contact, but simply having a lead is not enough. Ideally, you want a lead that is engaged, a lead that proactively wants to see and hopefully buy your stuff, or simply put, somebody who is interested in the stuff that you're offering. That is the true output of lead generation. But of course, it is not that simple. A study found that out of 100 website visitors, only around 2.6% actually become a lead. So that means that out of every 100 website visitors that you have, only about 3 of them, if you're lucky, are going to convert into a lead. And then when we factor in how many of those leads actually become clients, that percentage drops so much lower. And convincing a potential home insurance seeker, for example, to leave their contact information on your website is no easy task. It requires building trust and offering immediate value from your end without any tedious manual input. So let's dive a little bit deeper into the problems that insurance marketers face on the daily. And to do so, we are going to examine the classic sales funnel and go through each of the steps and see where things might not be going as they should. And even more importantly, why this might be and how we can solve this. So let's start where it all starts, in the awareness stage. Standing out in the sea of insurance agencies can be a bit of a Herculean task. And while many people can succeed in driving awareness, and this hopefully includes you, if you are in business, chances are you know how to get eyeballs onto your content, this is not enough. And while most agencies and most people can get this right, it is the next few steps where mistakes start happening. Now, if this is the step that you struggle with, and if generating awareness is a problem for you, then there are other videos on YouTube that will undoubtedly help you get there. But for our intents and purposes, we are going to move a step further. So we move to the interest stage. As the name suggests, here is where potential clients are evaluating their options. Chartbeat studied the behavior of 2 million website visitors over a whole month. And what they found was that around 55% of website visitors spent 15 seconds or less on any given website. And this drop-off most often occurs because your website is just boring to look at. It has one-size-fits-all content, so when anybody opens it, it's gonna look the same, it's gonna feel the same, it's gonna feel static, and honestly, there isn't going to be much to engage with for the general user. And this is the case for most websites. And in the complex world of insurance, with its myriad of options, it is easy for anybody to just move on to the next website. So let's assume you have a nice, clean, modern, personalized approach to your website, and you've piqued somebody's interest. So we move to the consideration stage. And here's where things start getting really interesting. At this point, potential clients are weighing their options. And what you really need to do here is present your expertise and show how it can solve the unique home insurance needs of your customers. However, a staggering 79% of leads actually never convert into sales. Really, the key here is to resonate with the diverse needs of your website visitors, and crucially, again, establish trust. What is often overlooked here is the sheer complexity of home insurance products. Potential clients might often feel overwhelmed by the vast array of options presented their way. So how do I, as a customer, pick and choose and understand what is actually right for me just by looking at a static website? This information overload can lead to a decision paralysis, and just like that, you've lost a visitor. Even more importantly, sometimes, a lot of the insurance products can appear similar at a first glance, especially to an untrained eye. This makes it particularly difficult for consumers to discern which option fits their specific needs. This clear lack of differentiation can really complicate and make the decision process of a customer too overwhelming, and they just turn around and leave. So some sort of an interactive comparison tool that your customers can utilize right on your website without having to go anywhere is really essential here. What is is particularly helpful is a tool that not only converts leads, but also qualifies them at the same time. I mean, if we just think about it together, a static contact form is very unlikely to actually qualify you a lead. Instead, provide immediate value and compel your visitor, your lead, to leave their contact information with you. If you do this, it's essentially going to make it a win-win trade without the other person even understanding or realizing that they're trading with you. You give them something and they, without a second thought, give you something in return. I mean, it's simple reciprocity. As we progress into the intent stage, time becomes absolutely critical. When somebody expresses intent, you need to act swiftly. Here you need to minimize any and all barriers that they have for getting in touch with you. And automation can really be your best friend here. So you collect data in a fast and automated manner, and also automatically from that data, with that data, already schedule appointments, for example. And so even after expressing intent, potential clients still might be hesitant to commit in the evaluation stage. If your website lacks the tools for comparison and pricing, leads are simply likely to look elsewhere. Continue building trust, address concerns, and provide them with a smooth experience to guide them towards a decision. And this is where the complexity of insurance products becomes a hurdle again. Potential clients seemingly struggle to evaluate different products due to their complexity, and it's essentially the same problem as from before. What they need here is guidance throughout the maze of different insurance products to make sure that what they reach at the end is the solution that helps address their specific needs. Without this support, leads may feel entirely lost, which could lead to a delayed decision, or in the worst case, abandoning the process entirely. Continue building trust, address concerns, and provide a smooth experience to guide them towards a decision. This is where an interactive and personalized approach really can make all the difference. If you've managed to keep your visitors engaged throughout the evaluation stage, congratulations! You have most likely now converted them into a lead. But remember, the journey doesn't quite end there. The final purchase stage is where the real decision is made. This is where the lead signs an agreement for a home insurance policy. And once again, we're going to talk about timing, because a lead can grow very quickly, so if you don't send them a personalized offer right away, and here, even more so than anywhere else, timing becomes crucial. Because if you keep a lead waiting a week before you send them a personalized offer, they might have already gone with a competitor. So sending an offer right away increases the likelihood of your success. So what can you do to improve your website's lead generation? And well, the answer lies in personalization and interactivity. By implementing tools like InvolveMe, you can create engaging and interactive experiences that guide visitors through customized journeys, increasing their likelihoods to convert. Imagine offering a home insurance quote tool that not only provides a tailored estimate, but also captures valuable data about the visitor's needs and preferences, ultimately securing their contact information. These interactive widgets can engage visitors from the moment they land on your website, establishing you as a knowledgeable and trustworthy source. But it doesn't stop there. An automated guiding tool like InvolveMe can be a great way to address the complexity issue we discussed earlier. It can collect data about the potential client's needs, explain insurance products in a clear and easy to understand manner, and eventually present a personalized offer. So essentially everything we talked about in the sales funnel. You can present them with tailored content, demonstrating your expertise and keeping them engaged. With InvolveMe, you can create lead funnels such as insurance quote calculators or needs assessment quizzes without any coding knowledge. These embeddable, mobile-friendly widgets can be easily added to your website, transforming it into a lead-generating powerhouse. By leveraging these interactive tools, you're not just increasing conversion rates, but you're also providing value. By doing so, you build trust and provide seamless experiences to your clients. So let's take a brief look of how building a form like this could actually look like in practice. As you can see, we are on the Home Insurance Finder Quiz template landing page. And if I just click Use Template, I will be taken straight into the editing process. And from here on out, the editor essentially becomes your playing field. Every single element that you see here is fully customizable. from the text that is displayed. So for example, what kind of property would you like to insure? And I'll just add today. And as you can see, it updates real time. And it is as simple as, for example, deciding I want to have a slider inside of this quiz as well, and then dragging and dropping it on my page. Then at the very end, we have a calculator element, and by clicking on it once again, we can open the formula. And here you can design your own unique formulas to accurately reflect the information that your users are getting from your quizzes. And thanks to these automated calculations, you essentially have access to customizability and to custom results at a large scale. And let me actually run you through this quiz start to finish so you can see how a user would interact with this for the very first time. I will just click on the eye icon in the top right corner and then try draft. So I would like to find my home insurance package. Let's say I have a house, the property is permanently inhabited, I have a garage and a garden. Where is the property located? And I have a few choices here. And of course you can customize these however you'd like. For the purposes of this, I'll say Colorado. No floods in the past 10 years. What is the value of the property? 500,000. And here comes the kicker. We're almost there. We have found the perfect fit. All the calculations are done. And all the user needs to do after, taking the time to fill in the whole form is to just provide a few brief pieces of contact information. I will agree to the processing of personal data because, again, I've already put in the work. There's essentially a sunk cost fallacy if I don't input my contact details now, because you didn't ask for them at the very start. Instead, you asked for them after they've taken the time, after they've filled in all these questions, and now every single user pretty much that has gone through the process is going to be engaged in whatever you're offering them. Providing an email address doesn't even feel like they're giving you their contact info. It just feels like, oh, sure, this is something I need to do to get my answer, so I'll just do that without even thinking about it for a second. And with one button click, I get my full answer of home insurance is going to be $2,530 per year. And right from within the contact form, it actually allows me to set a meeting right away based on my availability, and the meeting will be booked for me. So reducing friction, maximizing efficiency, and without any additional steps, you not only have a lead with its contact info, but you also have set up a meeting with them all from within one place. And if you're interested in learning how to build a quiz like this yourself, or how to customize a template like this, you can go to help.involve.me, where there are plenty of tutorials that guide you through each and every single element and each and every single action that you can take in making your forms come alive. But just like we demonstrated a second ago, it is a very simple and intuitive process, so there's no need to worry. You can try this template and many more simply by starting a free account on involve.me. There you can see how easy it is to create these engaging, lead-generating experiences for your insurance website. Sign up for a free account today and make the first step towards a more efficient lead generation for your insurance website. And good luck getting involved.